So for my website, I basically tried to make a standard biology college prep website for, I guess like the age range could vary depending on what level of science they've had, but usually it's around ninth grade. And I formatted it pretty much a simple welcome page to introduce them, and also an about page that includes like a little bit of personal information to try to get to know me better as a teacher for both the sake of the students and the parents. And in this subheader, it's course goals, like just to get the students to know what they'd expect from me or what I expect of them. Like some standard things to just come to class on time, pay attention. That's like just general stuff. And also I included that in my hypothetical classroom I would like to use the flipped lesson plan and just general like flipped maybe once or twice a week or once every week or every other week. And I made it clear like when I would be available to like contact if they wanted to contact me and by email, and what hours I would definitely respond by, just so they are clear when they can ask anything of me. And for some help, I included helpful links that they could use to enrich their learning. Like there's a Bozeman Science here. I used this when I was in high school as like a resource to help like reinforce the material that we learned each time. So I thought it would be very helpful for my students too, just to like after they learn it and everything, this just reinforces the knowledge afterwards. I wouldn't want them like relying or becoming dependent on it, so I made that clear in my site as well, because it will be an enricher, but it won't be like the backbone of the lessons. No. And there's also a few videos, YouTube videos, and some other things like over here. There's how an explanation of how the cell membrane is formed, and includes some graphics to help like get them to know better what we're actually talking about, like imagine it in their head so it's an easier thing to picture. And I let the students also know that the page will be updated with new activities and links depending on what section we're going over. And I would include videos such as fun videos for reinforcing the knowledge and making education actually like interesting, while keeping them interested in the topic that we're going over. And I also included assignments. Like I would update the site weekly, I'd say, or I would expect to have this. I would make the assignments and post them up 3 days before I expect anything from the students, so that they have ample time to get the resources they can to perform their best and actually get it done, because some people have conflicts and I just want to accommodate to that as well. But for one of the assignments I posted was just a quick SurveyMonkey quiz that they could do, and it would record the and they also included the flipped lesson from our first project as our next week's lesson plan. And we would go over one more section first before this, but they can look into that like a week in advance at least, so that would help them, my students, I think. And I also included in this is one of the discussion boards I made, and I could go over here to show the link to my discussion board on the wiki spaces that I made for this also. And when we first go onto Wikispaces, they'd have to create an account. We could do that in class also, but basically on my discussion page, like I asked a simple question, and they could discuss and answer it as freely as they can. And I also told them that they can also ask any questions that they'd want to discuss with the rest of the class, like things that they're confused on, or things that they'd like to just go into further detail on that we might have not gone into as much in class, things like that. And for like further use of website making, my idea was to incorporate it as a project at the beginning of the year with my students. Like for biology, I could create it for or they could make individual projects. They each get assigned like an animal or plant or something, and they could do sort of like a book report type of thing. They have a website homepage, and then an about page, like giving information on the animal, like an explanation of what the organism is, with a habitat, like their eating habits, things like that. And I said that I wanted to do this in the beginning of the year so that I could actually incorporate this into my class as something they could do in the future. And like they can make use of it themselves, like as an extra credit thing. I thought my students could build a website based off of each unit that we're doing if they want to, as like 5 to 10 points of extra credit. And like I feel like this would not only help them, but like it would help them like get better with the material, like understand it better, because to make the website they would have to go over the material and make sure, and that would help them at least study, and I thought that would be beneficial for them as well. But also for their project in the beginning of the year, I thought not only would I assess it, but like the general class would also assess it as a project presentation, and they could also like, in that they could also look at each other's website and bounce ideas off of one another to see how different their methods could be in regard to what they do with their sites. So I thought this could also help them in that regard as well. And that's basically it, I think. So thank you.